Thank you to Patreon backers, Fan Major, and Corey Needs Sleep. Thank you again, guys. Back in at it again. Hello, every one of my fellow attackers. It is I, Dad Attack, and welcome to another video. Today, we're going to discuss something pretty interesting. If you want to see more interesting videos like these, let me know in the comments below, but let's get started. Now, I went through my 55th playthrough of Link's Awakening on the Switch. Once again, great, lovely game. Love it very much. And through playing it, I kind of realized something pretty interesting. You see, the entire plot of it, if you haven't played Link's Awakening, spoilers for a 20-year-old game, is that you are in the dream of this flying windfish. The way to wake him up is to play musical instruments to him, which wakes him up. Thus, once he wakes up, the entire dream is gone, ending everything. And thus, you end up back at sea, wondering how you get home. And of course, you get the really good ending. You see Malin fly in the sky as a bird. So, you know, there's always that too. This is interesting to me though, because this made me wonder something. Anyone that's a fan of the hit series Cthulhu Mythos, made by H.P. Lovecraft, would know that there's a character in it called Azathoth. This character is just a sleeping entity. He like a windfish who all reality to him is a dream, and once he wakes up, boom, that dream is gone. So with this in mind, that makes me wonder, was Link's Awakening inspired by H.P. Lovecraft? There's a couple of things that put to it and against it. The most obvious thing being that the windfish thing is a whole dream and stuff like that. There's also the fact that the reason why both Azathoth and Windfish can't wake up is because they're forcibly being put to sleep. Azathoth more so that he kind of doesn't care, but in the context, he's technically forcibly being put to sleep. With Windfish, it's nightmares, and with Azathoth, it's music. They keep playing music to him to keep him asleep, but of course, one day that music will stop, and eventually he'll wake up, thus ending all of existence. Yeah, if you didn't know, Cthulhu Mythos is kind of a dark story. Anywho, this is interesting though, because on the flip side, nightmares are what are keeping the Windfish asleep. Mainly because from what most people assume, the nightmares themselves don't want to disappear once the windfish wakes up. And the way you wake up the windfish in this case though is playing music to wake him up from his coma. That is one thing that is different from the H.P. Lovecraft version and the Link's Awakening version of these two characters. One needs to play music to wake them up, the other needs to play music to put them to sleep. Maybe it's a form of irony in a way. Music is what puts you to sleep, but in this case it's what wakes you up, you know? But I always found that interesting, and I wondered if that's the case. No, this is a true interesting little tidbit. Zelda's always fun to look into and study. But other than that, I think that's about it. This is a pretty short video today, but it was a pretty interesting thing altogether. I just want to ask you guys if you thought so too. So yeah, do you think that this is inspired by H.P. Lovecraft? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, tap the subscribe button, tap the like button, support me on Patreon, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I am Dat, and I'm giving you my attack.